Okay. Let's move to another part in our section, which is the test bank questions. Here we will solve number 12 in the test bank question, multiple choice. Partners Iyad and Amgad have agreed to share profits and losses in 80-20 ratios respectively. After Iyad is allowed a salary allowance of 70,000 livre Egyptian and Amgad is allowed a salary allowance of 35,000 livre Egyptian, if a partnership had net income by $70,000, the net income is 70,000 livre Egyptian. So this is the amount of income that we need to divide for 2019. Amgad share of income will be Amgad. He asked here for the amount of Amgad. Amgad will take how much from the net income after salary allowance. Okay. Let's make our table for dividing the net income as we agreed before. We agreed before that we have to make a table in order to divide the income. Each partner have a separate column, and the first column is for the explanation. Yes, Iyad have a column, Amgad have a column, and total for both. Okay, first they will take a salary allowance. Iyad will take a salary allowance by $70,000, as he said in the question. He said that Iyad will take a salary allowance. Iyad is allowed a salary allowance of 70,000 livre Egyptian. As Iyad will take a salary 70,000, and Amgad is allowed a salary allowance by 35. So the Amgad will take a 35 salary allowance. So the total salary allowance will be $105,000. No interest. No interest. Okay. The net income that we need to divide is $70,000. $70,000. First, they will take 105 salary allowance. So the remaining is a deficiency, $70,000 minus 105. So there is a deficit by $35,000. This $35,000 will be distributed among the two partners according to a ratio that he mentioned in the question, and he said that Iyad and Amgad have agreed to share profits and loss in an 80-20 ratio. 80 to Amgad to Iyad and 20 to Amgad. So the loss of 35,000 livre Egyptian will be distributed among the Iyad and Amgad by the ratios. So 35 multiplied by 80% for Iyad, it will be $28,000, and for Amgad 35,000 multiplied by 20%, it will be 7,000 for Amgad. So this is amount of loss will be distributed among the partner by the ratio. Let's calculate each partner share after taking salary allowance and subtracting the loss. So 70 minus 28,000, it will be 42,000. And Amgad will take a salary allowance $35,000 minus $700,000 to his share after subtracting the loss. It will be $28,000. So this is Amgad's share of income after subtracting the amount of total salary allowance. So the answer will be number B, $28,000. Okay. Number 13, the most appropriate base for dividing partnership net income when the partner don't plan to take active role in a daily operation is the most appropriate base to divide partnership net income. The base on, and we mentioned it in our section, the base or the most famous base is the average capital balance ratio. Yeah, so the answer will be number C, on a ratio based on average capital balance. Number 14, the Magid and Ryan partnership agreed the Magid and Ryan partnership agreement stipulates that profits and losses will be shared equally after salary allowance of 200,000 livre Egyptian for Magid and 100,000 livre Egyptian for Ryan. This is the salary allowance. At the beginning of the year, Magid's capital account had a balance. At the beginning, this is the beginning balance. Capital balance for Magid by 400,000 livre Egyptian, while Ryan capital account had a balance of 350,000 livre Egyptian. Net income for the year was 250,000 livre Egyptian. The balance for Ryan المطلوب بقى the required, and just focus on the required. The balance for Ryan's capital account at the end of the year, Ryan balance capital will be البالانس هيبقى هيتأثر أكيد طبعا بنسبة الانكم أو بنسبة اللوس لو هيبقى فيه لوس. Okay, let's make the table of dividing the net income. He said that the capital or beginning capital for Magid was 400,000 livre Egyptian, and for Ryan it was 350,000 livre Egyptian. This is the beginning balance. So we need to divide net income in order to prove in order to add net income or subtract net loss if there is a loss. So the amount of net income, which is $250,000, needed to be distributed. So we will distribute the amount of income 250,000 livre Egyptian for to Magid and Ryan, and he said that the remaining or the income is shared equally after salary allowance. So amount of salary allowance is for Magid $200,000 and for Ryan $100,000. So the total will be $300,000, and net income the amount of net income is $250,000. So the total salary allowance is greater than the amount of net income. So there is a loss by $50,000. This loss will be shared equally. So each partner will take $25,000. So we will subtract 200 for Magid, 200 minus 25, it will be 175. And for Ryan, 100 minus $25,000, it will be $75,000. So he asked for Magid. He asked for Ryan or for Magid? لا, he asked for Ryan. So Ryan capital, the beginning balance was as he said in the first of our question, it was $350,000, and his share of income or loss will be after subtracting the amount of loss from the total salary allowance, it will be $75,000. So 350 plus 75, it will be 425, and this is the ending balance for capital for Ryan after the year ended. So our proof from the table, and we will choose number C as we said before. Okay. Number 15, a partner's share of net income is recognized in accounts through closing entry. Is recognized in accounts through closing entry. Okay. The partnership of Bahir and Hashim reports net income by 240,000 livre Egyptian. The partner share equally net income and loss. The entry to record the partner share of net income will include the record for net income will include. So the capital will increase by the amount of income. So the capital will be in the credit side, and this net income must be closed in the income summary in the debit side. So the income summary will be the in the debit because it's a closing, and the capital will increase by the amount of income. We will divide 240,000 livre Egyptian divided by 2, so each partner will take 120,000 livre Egyptian. So the credit to Bahir, not number D, it's number P. Credit to Bahir capital, this is the correct answer. Okay, credit to Bahir capital, for 120,000 livre Egyptian. Okay, the correct answer is number P. Number 17, an income ratio based on capital balance might be appropriate when funds invested in a partnership are considered the critical actor, and we mentioned to it before. If the partnership agreement specify salaries to partner, interest on partner capital, the remainder on a fixed ratio, and the partner net income is not sufficient to cover both, هيحصل ايه في الحالة دي؟ both salaries and interest are allocated to partners. Both salaries and interest are allocated, كله بيتوزع to partners. Number 19, which of the following would not be considered an expense on the partnership? Income tax expense. Number P. Number 20, the net income for Shadi and Badr partnership net income was 900,000. The partnership agreement specified that Shadi and Badr will have a salary allowance by $240,000 and $360,000 respectively. The partnership agreement also specifies that an interest allowance of 10% on capital balance. Okay, at the beginning of the year, each partner had a beginning capital balance by $600,000. And so the interest allowance will be computed or will be calculated on this amount of beginning capital. Each partner will have 600,000 livre Egyptian. Okay, any remaining income and loss will be shared equally. So what is Shadi share of the 900,000 livre Egyptian of net income? So let's make our table for dividing net income, and each partner will have a column in order to show his share, and there is a separate column for the total amount and a first column for the explanation. First, total salary allowance for Shadi from the head of our question, 240, and for Badr was 360. The total amount is 600. And they will take an interest also in addition to the salary allowance. The interest will be 10% on the beginning balance of each partner. The beginning balance was $600,000. So 600 multiplied by 10%, so each partner will have an interest by 60,000 livre Egyptian. So the total amount of interest will be $120,000. So the total salary allowance and interest for Shadi will be 300,000 livre Egyptian, and for Badr will be $420,000, and the total amount of salary and allowance for Shadi and Badr will be $720,000, and the amount of net income is $900,000. So there is a profit, or there is an income, and this income will be shared equally. So 900 minus 72,000, it will be $180,000. This 180 income will be shared equally, so we will divide it among the two partners equally. So each partner will have $90,000 in his column. So the share of each partner will be for Shadi will be 300,000 plus his share of income اللي هو 90,000. So the total after dividing income will be 390,000. And for Badr will be 420,000 plus his share of income اللي هي 90. So his share will be $510,000. And our question is asking about the Shadi share. So Shadi share after dividing income will be $390,000. I hope you understand. Here we solve it to number 20. Please solve from 20 to from point 20 to point 30 and bring it with your book in the next section or in the next face-to-face section in order to make a quick revision and solve them again. I hope you understand this section very well. Thank you.